Hello everyone, hope you're good. So basically, today we are going to touch on a pretty sensitive topic, and that topic is art drama. So, since I'm an artist, obviously I follow a lot of artists, but I don't specifically follow any niches. I follow all kinds of artists. So I keep seeing like so much drama around their art. So I just wanted to make a quick video on why I think it's such, and if maybe people can relate to this, they can give their own like feedback in the comments, and let's just dive into it. So basically, the first thing I want to talk about is art is the most subjective thing, that there is. There are no rules, but everybody makes their own rules, and that's, I think, where the drama actually starts. So, like, unlike math and science and all these other mostly theoretical things, art is no objective of being right or wrong. There is this whole thing about personal taste, cultural trends, and other self-made rules. Every artist puts some rules to themselves and their art, and no one has the right to point out if it's wrong or right, to be honest. But you know since every artist does this, the drama comes when there is this conflicting thought between two parties, right? Like when there is one party saying that, okay, this is what I think is right, and the other was like, no, I can do it without doing this. Like, in my personal opinion, there are a lot of people who say, line art should be like this, like it should be thin, it should be nice and crisp. But there are a lot of people who do not, and they make like thick line art. They make line art that is not precise and refined. They have like wobbly lines and so on and so forth. So basically, that's the first point. And like someone who believes real art must come from imagination alone, while another person who sees like referencing as a major tool. Who's right? You can't say if he's wrong or he's right? It's totally completely dependent on personal preference. Someone who likes to draw from just imagination likes to do it that way, and then someone who likes to draw from reference likes to do it that way. There is no right or wrong in it, but the thing is that everybody has their own opinion about it, right? So that's mostly where the drama begins. And the next point I want to go to is art is like so personal. It's like pointing a finger at someone and blaming them for being them. Like for so many artists, their work is a direct extension of their identity, their emotions, what their perception of the world, their vulnerabilities. And when you get criticized on something so personal, right, it is not, I won't say often, it's always taken as a personal attack, unless you can differentiate between your art and yourself, which is, I think, you have to be completely in a really professional space to be able to do that. Like suppose you're working in a big art company, and there is client work. You should always be able to differentiate that you are making something for the client now and not for yourself. So that's, I believe, where this thing applies. When professionalism is in the game, like in the on the board, when professionalism on the board is, that's when I believe you can um, you should be able to take the criticism, because you're working for someone and someone's paying you money for it. But when you're doing it otherwise, yeah, it kind of feels really bad when you're just uploading it on the internet, or you're just showing it around and you don't really expect feedback, but people will still give you feedback, right? So there's this massive art is me and my art is being attacked feeling. The other thing, the next point that I want to get into is, like, after social media has come into the picture, uh, everybody's chasing, or a lot of the major populace is chasing, like, engagement. Like, they want to feed the algorithm for more people to like their things, more people to buy their work, like whatever is someone's personal preference of being on social media and doing whatever they need to do to get the kind of engagement that they want to, right? So these platforms, they make it very hard for people to, like, have a different kind of outlook on why someone is doing the art. Like, suppose someone who really likes fan art or something, they will not try to understand the importance, or, like, this is just an example, like, they might not try to understand the importance of someone who's doing photorealism or hyper realistic art, because for them fan art is like, oh yeah, it's looking really nice. Like, someone who's into a lot of anime, like myself, even though I appreciate a lot of hyper realistic artwork, for me it is something that I would not personally pay so much attention, or even, like, maybe pay to buy. And I usually critique that kind of work, saying that, it has no originality in it, because it is just something taken from a photo. But the thing is that the amount of effort and the amount of work that goes into it, me and everybody else should have that sense of, you know uh, they should have that sense of, like, okay, this has so much work put into it, so it might be valued for someone else, even if it's not personally me. So the point about chasing that algorithm, right? Like, I feel like a lot of people just, like, create, like, random things just to get that reaction out of people, which I feel in the long term, like, damages more than it does good. I think I kind of derailed on the previous topic, but yeah, whatever. You get what point I was trying to make. I hope so. And then the next point I want to get into is, like, the whole thing about, like, uh, tutorials, like, taking over someone's life. Because, like, whenever you see a tutorial, right, and then you kind of, like, replicate it, sometimes it will not work the way you're thinking it will work, because you might not actually enjoy the process of someone else's teaching. I'll give you an example. So basically, I don't like to sketch, and suppose I'm following a tutorial of someone who starts their work with sketch. There will be a lot of conflict when I'm actually, even though I want to learn that person's end goal, like the finished product, I want my finished product to be like that person's finished product. So there'll be a lot of conflict when I'm thinking that, like, if I should actually start learning how to use the pencil to sketch out things. Like, I do it, I'm not saying I don't do it at all, but a lot of times I choose not to do. I directly want to go in with the pen. So there'll be a lot of conflict, because you will think that, okay, this is the right path and I need to follow this, but somewhere deep down inside, you don't want to do this. And sometimes, like, tutorials have quite a strict process of doing things, like, if you do it this way, it's faster, but sometimes you might not want to do it fast, you want to do it slow. Like, there are a lot of artists I follow who render manually with just 2 brushes. They don't use like 1,000 brushes, they manually do it. But there are a lot of brushes that can get you the same outcome, right? So this myth of like, okay, there's only one right path, that creates another whole segment of drama. Like if you I'll give you another example. So fine artists and people who go to art schools and learn like art to the core, right? They know how to blend and mix color and get the output. Okay, and then there are people who use digital, right? They don't usually blend because there is no need to. But there is, like, there is always a fight between this thing, like, okay, if you put this base as a color, then on top of that if you put another color, it will actually show what color you need to. But in digital you don't need to, right? But there is still people fighting over this. So that's another weird thing. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't understand the whole art drama. But it is what it is. Anyways, I think there are more topics, but I don't know if I want to make a really long video and just rant about all of this. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people will have a lot of things to say. So if you have something to say, just put in the comments and then maybe we can discuss about it. And if you like this kind of content, just uh, subscribe, like, share. Any one of those will do. Or if all three, well and good. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Also, if there's anything you disagree with, it's completely fine. You can put that also in the comments, and then we can, like, talk about it. And if whatever I've said is kind of confusing, just let me know, because this is right off of my head. I haven't scripted it, so maybe next one I'll script it so that it's more linear and everybody understands. See you. Bye.